Alright guys, so we have a 2016 Honda Civic EX Coupe, and it's calling for an A1. And if you guys don't know how to search up your car maintenance, I'm going to show you right now. It's pretty simple. You just come here, hit the home button. You're going to go to settings, going to go to vehicle, hit vehicle, then you're going to go down to where it says maintenance info, and right here is going to tell you what it needs. So in this case, A1 is calling for an oil change and a tire rotation. And once you're done, this is the same way you're going to reset the light. All you're going to do here is click on select reset items, which I can do it now because I'm gonna do it. And here, you know, this tells you what items gives you a list of certain different types of service or different items, maintenance items. In our case, it's just the oil change, tire rotation. So all you have to do is hit all items due, and it's gonna prompt you, would you like to reset maintenance information A1? Yes, reset. And that's it. See, maintenance information has been reset. That's it. Hit OK, and that's it. But now I'm going to take you through the actual process of the oil change, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first thing you want to do is obviously open the hood, and you're going to come here to where the oil cap is. You can see this is our weight, 0W20. Obviously you take it off so you can have release the pressure. The engine oil will flow rapidly. You know, open it up so it has the air to drain. So first off, do that. I mean, you can take off the dipstick if you want. I just like to uncap it. You could just leave it there. And yeah, so that's the first step. Now we're gonna lift up the car, jack it up, and get started. Okay, so when jacking up the cars, most cars have it, but these Civics in particular, Hondas, they have a specific lifting point, and it's very important that you lift from there and you don't get the plastic, because the jack could slip, rip your plastic, you know, the car could fall. And yeah, so I'm going to show you exactly where you come down here, and the lifting point is right here, this metal part right there. That's where you want to lift from, this part right here. So you just go ahead and get the jack there lined up, you know, and that's it. Start jacking up there. And for safety, you want to put a jack stand, and I'll show you where to put that next. Okay, so this is where you want to put the jack stand. You can see right there, this is metal here. It's a metal part of the frame. You can hear it. That's where you want to put it. Always want to put it on a metal frame part of the underneath the car. So yeah, that way it's the sturdiest part. Obviously you don't want to put it on plastic, and it'll crush it and the car could fall down. So yeah. Okay, so everything you'll need for this particular car for the oil change is right here. You're gonna need a drill, or you know, anything with the 10 millimeter socket, flathead screwdriver, ratchet with the 17 millimeter socket, pliers for your oil filter, obviously a drain pan, and a rag. And right now, when I get underneath the car, I'll show you exactly what we need and what we're going to do with these. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, let's get started on actually draining the oil. Okay, so as you can see here, it's got this metal cover or aluminum cover here. So this is where we're going to need our flathead and our drill with our 10 millimeter or ratchet, however you want to do it. So what you're going to do is right here, we have two 10 millimeter bolts. You're going to loosen these, take these off, and then from there, you know, you're going to use the flathead screwdriver to take off a couple other screws. So you just take those off, And then you're gonna take your flathead and you need it for these bolts right here. These are pretty simple. All you do is come in here, loosen them up, then they come out like so. This one has, let me set you guys up. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got two in the very back, and the other one's right here. So let's get those off. Okay, once you got them all off, all you have to do now is simply, whoop, there you go, came out. Just pull back, it comes off. Along with the screws, it also has these little hooks that the plate will hook onto. Let me get you guys a focus right here. These hook on. You got one here, some in the back here, and all around there. Now you're ready to start your draining. This is the drain plug here. This is the 17 millimeter. So you get your 17 millimeter right here. This is where you're going to loosen it and drain it from. There we go. Once you crack it loose, it's pretty easy. And of course, get your drain pan, set it up, and just start draining. Be careful because this will come out pretty quick. So just have your rag ready. So while that's draining, I like to get my pliers, oil filter pliers, and just crack loose the oil filter, which the oil filter's right there, right here. It's the oil filter. So then I like to move it over and align it underneath both the drain plug and where the oil filter is at. You can see right here. You loosen it little by little. Let the oil drain from both. Now that it's pretty much drained all the way, you can take the filter all the way off. But still be careful because more oil is going to come out. Yep, there we go. I just like to drop the oil filter in the drain pan. Let that finish draining. You just want to clean it up, especially over here by the oil, where the oil filter goes, and clean it up. Clean up the excess oil here. Alright, you could just leave the pan there as it drains. And now let me show you what you have to do with the drain plug. Okay, so when you get a Honda filter, see right there, it comes with a new washer for the drain plug. So what I like to do for these, it's pretty simple. They're not on that tight. So here's the old one. Sometimes you get lucky, they just come right off, but in this case it's not. Doesn't want to come off. So you can do it with the hammers. It's pretty simple. it's not that hard, so I don't really like to use a hammer, but you just get a screwdriver, flathead, put on the edge right here, and you know, I'll do it this way because I like to, with the palm of my hand here, or my hand, I like to hold the bolt and then hold the screwdriver in my other hand. Here, let me scoot back so you guys can see. Put that there. So put my hand here, hold the screwdriver. You guys can see the screwdriver there. Hold it down. I just use my pliers. It's not that big of a deal. And you just tap it. So all you're gonna do is break the washer. Like I said, they're not that hard. Right there. Do the other, that sometimes one hit is enough. Let's see here. No, I'm gonna need to hit it again. Then you just flip it on the other side. Do the same thing. There you go. Now it's cut on both sides. That's usually enough. Yep, it's coming off. Just kind of twist it off there. You know, you want to be careful not to hit it too hard, because if you hit it too hard, this is what the washer looks like after. If you hit it too hard, what you do is run the risk of damaging the drain plug. You hit it too hard, it'll go through. Once it's off, just put the new one, and that's it. Ready to put it on, put the new filter on, and finish up. Okay, so now we're ready to put everything back. It's done draining, so just go ahead and put the drain plug back. Like I said, pretty straightforward. I just like to put it all the way snug, nice and snug and tight by hand, so you don't, you know, you eliminate the risk of cross threading and ruining the thread inside the drain, the oil pan. Then you want to get your filter, just grab a little bit of, you know, stick your finger in the drain pan, get a little bit of the old oil, just lubricate it. It's okay, you know, it's just so it lubricates when it goes on. You never want to over tighten them. You never want to use your pliers or your oil filter tool to tighten these. All it needs is tightening by hand. That's all you need. Once you get in there, just tighten it as tight as you can with your hand, and that's all you need. If you do it more, you run the risk of stripping it. You can always torque these down, the drain plug. But kind of a rule of thumb is once it's nice and tight, you just do three pulls basically. So you go 1, come back, 2, and the third one, just tighten it up. You can feel it. You'll be able to feel it in your hands. You just do the third one here like this, and that's it. Right there, and then you can feel it right there. And that's it. Now we just put the cap back on, the cover here, and that's all you need. We're done. Okay, so all there is left to do now is pour the oil. This particular model takes about, I already have it measured out. This is right here, it's 4 quarts, a little bit more, between 4 to 4.3 quarts. So we're just gonna pour it in and turn the car on, then let the oil cycle, and then we'll measure. And again, this car takes 0W20, that's the weight of the oil, and typically 0W20 is full synthetic. Okay, so now we let the car run. Gonna check the oil, wipe it off first, put it back in, and we're good. So as you can see there, see if I can get you in focus here. All right, so see how there's 2 little holes here? You always want to be on that second hole, a second little notch. That tells you you're full, and we're right on there. So yeah, this one took about, yeah, like 4 quarts. If you put 4.3, that's okay. 4 quarts is fine. It's right on the money there. So yep, that's it. This car's done, and I hope that helped. Thank you.